All right, guys. So we are in my local Ross, and I'm not gonna bore you with a lot of mumbo jumbo because honestly, I know absolutely nothing about shoes. I do know the popular brands like Jordan, LeBron, stuff like that. So I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm some kind of professional when it comes to shoes. I'm just gonna let the video speak for itself. I can't use the audio in this video because Ross had music blaring and those are copyright strikes, and I just had to go through my videos and correct the copyright strikes that I had. So as you can see here, we're in the kids section, and I lined up three, maybe four pair of Jordans for kids. I think it was three pair of Jordans and maybe some regular Nikes that I thought were nice looking. The Jordans, I was surprised, but not surprised, if that makes sense, because my local stores here in Georgia, they've been on quite a dry spell. I can remember when I would walk into Ross and I could find like tons of Jordans in my size. I wear size 15. And now all the Jordans that I find are either kid sizes or size 17, 18, and up. And you'll see later on in this video, I do find some Jordans in the men's section that had me pretty excited. But the very last pair that I found was the one that I wanted the most, but they were size 18. So those were some cute little Pumas. I got a 4-year-old that these would have been great for if they were in his size. I have giants, guys. I'm 6'3", pushing 6'4". My oldest two literally can look me eye to eye. I have a 22-year-old daughter and a 19, 20-year-old son. There you can see another pair of those Jordans. And my 4-year-old is probably going to be tall also. Really not a whole lot going on. I thought those were pretty decent Pumas. I'm not big on colorful shoes like that, but I thought those were pretty decent. $16.99 as you saw there. Tons of Reebok. Another pair of those Jordans I just passed by. And here I'm just kind of perusing the aisles. I didn't see anything that was eye-catching until I got closer to the end. As you can tell, these are like toddler size shoes and infant. I literally thought those were another pair of Jordans, but they were not. Now those were fresh Air Max. I miss my son being that size. My girlfriend here found a fresh pair of Reeboks. I absolutely love those shoes, but unfortunately I don't have a kid that size. Those Nikes were fresh. Depending on what my daughter has, she has a gender reveal and her birthday coming up on the 14th or 15th, I should say, of February. I might be able to pick up some nice sneakers for the baby. Now, we found 3 pair of these shoes, 3 different colorways, but we could not recognize the signature on the tongue of the shoe. So if anybody in the comment section knows what these shoes were, let us know, because I have no clue. There's another pair that I'm picking up there. I just don't know who shoes they are. And those same shoes, we found a pair in the kids section. They were the same price, $82.99. Why are kids shoes $82.99? I thought those were okay, but I never went to college, so rocking a Morehouse shoe just for me wasn't a thing. Those weren't in my size anyway, so it didn't matter. Those Adidas, I'm not an Adidas fan either, but I would probably rock those if they were in my size. That colorway was nice. $39.99. I believe those were Derrick Rose shoes. If I'm mistaken, correct me. $42.99. Steph Curry's. Yeah, I know a little bit about shoes. I don't know much. That pair of Nikes I just passed by that you saw, I didn't pick those up, but those had a nice colorway. Vans, for those who are into Vans. I'm not a Vans fan. As you can see, there wasn't much going on here. Those shoes I do not understand, guys. I don't get it. Maybe I'm just not hip to the game. I'm 47 years old, and those were just not it for me. I just wanted to show them for content, but yeah, I'm not a fan of those. Here we are, another pair of Nikes. Is that becoming a thing? Like the shoes with these college names on them and stuff like that? I mean, nothing wrong with it, but I've just never seen the shoes with the college names on them. Those were not it for me either. I picked them up just for content. My girlfriend actually pointed out that those were hideous, and I agreed. I thought the colorway on them Pumas were nice. Pretty soon we're going to start running into Jordans, our first pairs of Jordans in the men's section. Not much going on here. Same old pair of Trey Youngs. There were several pair of those Trey Youngs. All of them were the same color and at a great price, $14.99. Didn't have any in my size, but I'm not a huge fan of the Trey Young shoes anyway. So nice Polo Ralph Lauren's. I think it was like 2 pair of those, and you're gonna see the other pair in a few minutes. There's the other pair. I think the first pair were 10. Those were 10 and a half. Not much going on in this section. Here's our first pair of men Jordans. I can't remember what the size of those were, but they were too big for me. And I believe that was a 16, if I'm not mistaken. I hate the fact that the audio had to be cut out of this video, because I had a lot of commentary going on. I was saying the prices and the sizes, but those copyright strikes will definitely hurt. This is another pair of Jordans. I believe these were a size 18. Just about all the shoes in this particular section are 18. I thought those Adidas were pretty cool. Not much going on here. I think those were LeBron's. I have a pair similar to that. I think mine are black and white. That particular shoe, even the one I have, I'm not too fond of it. It's almost a slippery shoe. I don't know. It's weird. Another pair of Trey Youngs. There's another pair. And then we run into 2 pairs of Kevin Durant's KDs. And I believe those were size 18 also. Not a bad looking shoe. Yeah, I believe both of those were a size 18. And we have another pair of Jordans. And at that particular section of the video, I believe I told my girlfriend if those were in my size, I would definitely rock those. I'm not a huge fan of a lot of colors like that, but those didn't look bad. Another pair of Nikes. Those didn't look too bad. Pair of Hokas. Never find a pair of those in my size. I want to try them out just to see how comfortable they are. I almost walked past those. The Mellows. And we have another pair of those Jordans again, size 18. And this is the portion of the video where I got super excited. And like I said, I wish I wouldn't have had to cut this part out. But due to copyright issues, I couldn't have the music in the video. But I was super ecstatic when I came across these. And of course, they were not my size, 18. And I'm in a 15. And I was just going on and on and on about these shoes. I didn't even want to walk away from them, even though they weren't my size. These are not bad. And that pretty much was it, guys. Not a bad find at Ross on this particular day. Nothing in the cologne section. We did peruse the clothing section a little bit, but they never have really much that fits me anyway, so I didn't really care too much.